all the way. Now, I believe that every friendship should bring something to the table. Some friendships should bring the table. And to anybody who's around you that calls themselves your friend, and you know there's that relationship, there's always something they help you with. They are always taking you somewhere. In some cases, it's somewhere good. In other cases, it might be somewhere bad. I've analyzed my friendship with Ashley and Sam. And unfortunately, I have not been able to come up with where exactly they are taking me to. But we will find out today. Joining me to have this conversation around whether or not I've entered one chance is Ashley from Obirikwe. Hello, Ash.
Hi, Sam.
How you doing?
I'm very well.
And Sam from the digital, I don't know, where would you like to be from?
Yes.
I'll say US. How you guys doing?
I'm good. Good afternoon, Sam.
Have you had lunch?
I haven't had breakfast yet.
Okay. Would you like to have lunch where you usually have lunch?
I think I have it in place already.
Okay. Okay. So Ashley and Sam said they had to take me somewhere. Apparently, well, there's a particular food that we eat somewhere around here. And both of them said, if you taste this woman food that's just in one corner, if you go left, go right, go left again, you know, that's Sam. Oh, you will never forget. And they kept bringing it up. Sam, we need to go, we need to go, we need to go. Is it Mama Put? He said, yes, it's a Buka. And one day, after all the pressure, I decided to follow them.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the Buka, and Sam came out saying her food is not ready yet. And from the stadium, we could see that the players and the fans were already gathering. There were people waiting for her, but the food was not ready, so we left. And so on another day, they persuaded me again, and then we went, and we tasted the food. And what you will hear next is the experience that we had in that Buka. The journalist in me decided to record it. And after that, we'll have our conversation today on Lunch Hour. Don't go anywhere. So we are live at the Buka that's Ashley and Sam.
Don't call my name.
And finally brought me to after many times.
You were the one who brought me here.
We finally
and
made
now
it.
We've dragged your
So Sam, first I don't know.
Yeah.
Good day.
Welcome.
What thing when I get?
We have ohashi.
You don't have egusi?
Fire.
Oh. I need a chop draw.
You can eat ohana or if you can wait.
I know, sir. They speak pidgin. You they speak English.
Okay.
No wala. Okay, you have to. Now I go back. You go give me the oha. The oha go work. No wala. So, why did you think it was necessary to bring? Actually, say you brought him here, have you?
Sam brought me here.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Like it or Gary?
No, I think Gary now. Yeah, Gary. I don't.
What about
don't
you?
Give me
Everything extra.
What about you?
if they ask me, don't wait at the chop before I come on here.
Yeah, but it's okra. But you add pepper for the soup.
No problem now.
This one where everybody gets specification. You can pimp your own meal to.
Yes, I can do it too.
Oh really? Okay. So Sam, how do you discover this place first?
I special grace of God. Just like I introduced Ashley, someone introduced me.
Okay.
I think that was 2019.
Really?
Yeah, we're just hanging around. So somebody said, "Don't eat this woman food." I said, "Which woman food? This one again." So come. So just like you are here now.
Somebody at the office?
Yes, so that was with TV.
Okay.
So the guy took me and said, "If you eat our okra soup, so that was the emphasis.
Okay.
If you eat our okra soup, I said, "Man, go try it." After eating, hi! I regret all the days. I've not been coming to this place.
Oh my goodness.
So I met somebody, I said, "Have you heard?" He said, "What's that?" I said, "Go to so and so place."
So you've been doing marketing for the woman?
Yes, so serious marketing.
The same way I lobbied you, or the same way Sam lobbied you.
Yes. You guys are finally
Kept
from here.
talking about You need to confirm this charm.
So while we're talking, they are putting the food. So I don't know what I'm going to get when the food comes. But you guys have sold this place. It's good. The woman food is this.
Yes,
We'll find out. Are you guys not concerned about all this thing you hear? Say, did they wash food to say all these people that their food is very sweet? When you see, because right now, okay, some people have left. When we came in, we saw some people. We saw cars parked outside.
Greater is he that is in us.
So
See, the truth is,
aren't you guys scared of wash food?
you don't wash when they wash. Anything they wash, when she not change now. Because when she change what she did wash, now ain't gonna be a problem.
Okay.
But at the moment, if all these benefits is a product of wash put, let her keep washing.
Yeah, but Sam, you know that if she's actually washing, it's taking something from you.
You better
No.
Some Muslim is sucking you dry, or there's usually something.
You see, as a matter of fact,
Yeah, sleep don't catch you afternoon where now.
me, actually, they catch you.
Now the wash now.
See, as a matter of fact, they're usually adding some.
Okay, you don't think she's washing?
I hope she's not.
Okay.
As you get trust
My
issues.
sanity sake.
Since we actually begin, they come here. How they do? Is it making more sense, or
I think it's
so that
basically.
we'll rate?
I think it has actually increased.
Okay.
Actually
Okay.
increased.
The
The wisdom box. The wisdom box actually don't big.
You don't be.
Content don't do that. Now we say even if you wait until you sleep, the brain box.
Okay. So we're waiting for the food. When the food comes and I taste it, we'll give a review of what we think. Yes, so that was our day at the Buka. All of that conversation happened while we're waiting, for our order. It eventually came. We had our meals, and I gave my verdict. We'll talk about what Sam, had to say and all of that. But I noticed that there was no moment of emptiness in that place. Every time people came and left, there were enough people to replace. I was noticing that at no point was that place empty. So her meal, must be very good. Or, like I'm suspecting, maybe she did wash put. But anyways, so
Sam, do you want us to give you names of people around here who actually go to that place?
Men of timber and caliber.
I'm telling you, no.
Many high places.
Well, again, I wouldn't want you to give that on air. But, I noticed that there's something I know about Kuwazobia Info. Don't introduce a new food spot to people in the office. I've noticed in my 3 years of being here that the minute you say, behind office, or if you go down small, you get one woman with it. Don't just from Cool FM Wazobia. Once you say that, lots of people always subscribe to that. I've noticed that food is really big here. So I'm not surprised if you tell me that men of timber and caliber actually go there. It's something I would expect.
Even the one of plywood and sawdust.
Yeah.
The man that would add that has been there.
Okay, interesting. So we had the meal. I'm going to play a really short clip of what I felt about the food after we had it, and Ash, Sam, and I will talk about wash put, because that was my concern, whether or not my destiny is going somewhere. Okay. So we're just walking out of the ultra-modern, state-of-the-art Buka. I think I will give my verdict on radio. Okay, so gentlemen, for the food itself, I like the presentation. When it landed on the table. No. Sam, you have me. Are you sure it's not your sister that has that place? Because Sam has too much interest.
Honestly.
Sam marketed that place. Okay, now they say before your mouth chop, your eye go chop.
Yeah.
The food looks good. When it lands on the table, the soup, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And there were lots of
roadblocks.
Gallop, obstacle, speed bump. There's even small flyover. There were lots of things. The soup was very busy, and I love that. Two, it's a Buka. It was crazy affordable.
Yeah.
It was crazy that all of what we had, you know,
Yeah,
in my head.
wasn't too expensive.
Yeah, in my head, I was already
Expensive,
okay. This thing with the non-drop will cost so and so. But when the guy brought the bill, even for a book, I was like, yo, this is really really good.
Yeah, very affordable.
Yeah, so customer service was wonderful. That guy that came to attend to us, he was kind and approachable to Ash and I, but to you,
surprisingly, that guy told me like that.
to you, that guy served Ashley and I well, but you, for some reason, I feel like you guys know.
See finish.
Yeah. The guy he kept raising his voice at you, and yeah, so, but for me, customer service was good. The only thing I was not crazy about was the environment. Yeah, that's, you know, where it was sited. I feel better could be done. There's nothing wrong with that spot, but they should keep that area, you know, looking better. And yeah, basically, I think it's good enough. It's good enough. Well done, Sam.
I don't endorse nonsense.
So now my question is, I asked you, what if they wash boots? And Sam said he doesn't care. Ashley said they better not wash boots. And I'm concerned about that because if you've been eating somewhere and then one day you're going there, you see people gather, kill him, stone him, or police to arrest the woman, and it is discovered that this woman used to wash boots. Obviously, you must have had that. How would you take that news? What would you do if you discover that your favorite book, your favorite mama put, used to wash and put? Ashley?
I don't like this kind of. This is a rough play.
No, I'm not saying that woman is. You know,
but it doesn't. Come on, our minds are graphic sometimes.
Okay.
You know, you start painting pictures.
Yeah.
But honestly, it will not be funny at all.
What would you do?
At the end of the day, nothing. But just knowing that.
Yeah. It'll mess with you.
No good, nice.
Okay, Sam, what would you do if your favorite mama put?
Well, for this particular woman, first of all, I would say, I lie.
Okay.
All these people, they arrest them. Nah, lie. No way.
Okay.
But I think I'll be more concerned about, please, when we should resume than.
Can you imagine?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'll be more concerned. Please let her come back and resume. You know, talking about.
So Sam, you're saying if you heard tomorrow,
Yeah.
that underneath the pot there was snake inside all along,
Or that they use water. There's one they say they wash something and use the water.
or
and,
they were
I know I've
washing
heard that one.
something.
I think it's, for me, I feel whatsoever.
So the heat don't kill him. Anything we don't put inside.
no, not that. I'm talking about, like, let's say I ate something last year or let's say yesterday. You are coming to tell me that the thing I ate is blah blah blah, one thing. Man, I'm alive. So I don't care what you feel or what your propaganda is. That probably something is in that food.
Okay.
So what is the function of the wash put? Like you asked rightly there, is it really reducing anything?
Yeah.
I think my belief system is too strong. That I don't believe. Well, whatever. That's for them.
So you don't believe it to do anything to
No,
you?
I definitely not.
No, Sam, and I agree. Regardless of what they've put in the food, I don't think the disappointment would be, if it was going to harm anybody.
Yeah.
I think the concern would be
The trust you had.
Yeah, like, come on. I have a thing about what I have to consume.
So this happened last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it last week we went?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, last week, and I've.
To think that a sanitaire
Went there too?
is also irregular.
Oh my goodness! I think the whole office.
I think I've done a lot.
And it was Sam.
Sam is always.
It was Sam who also took a sanitaire guide.
I think I've done
One
a lot.
day I will go to that place alone and ask the woman, "What's your relationship?"
like,
because
yeah.
Sam, you've taken marketing of that place personally.
It's very personal.
You always ask it, you don't chop this woman this thing. I'm like, and it was
Like, guy, you should say afterwards, they transfer back your money.
Yeah, if it's possible, I don't know.
You know one thing, just like my friend, my circle, like when I go out there, it's probably an opportunity. I don't like enjoying the goodness.
That's not the opportunity we're looking for. You will not give us opportunity to make money.
I don't like enjoying the goodness.
Come and chop.
I like to share.
Well, you've done the good job of sharing, and we've all tasted and testified. Now, call us and tell us, what would you do if you realized that your favorite caterer, if the mama put You've been having her food for years, weeks, whatever. They tell you one day, this woman has jinxed you. That the woman wash boots. There's one snake or one crocodile or there's one water.
That doesn't even feel good at all.
That she uses to make the soup, you know. And you have been eating this food back to bring back. What will you do? 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0007. And of course, the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. Turn off your radio.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Victor Marcus. I'm calling from the township of Port Harcourt.
All right, Victor, go ahead.
Something of that nature happened in my area.
I had a feeling
I don't
someone
want
was
to
going
go
to
to the name of
say this.
the restaurant because it's still existent today.
Okay.
So, we told one pastor went out to pray. So, as he was praying, he realized that the woman has been using me to cook the food. She will wash this, wash that, combine it and put it together so that if you eat it today, you will come back tomorrow, you come back next. So, I'm alive. So I did not die. So, it was a popular joint.
Has your body been doing one kind?
You are still alive. Nothing happened. So which means whatever she was putting inside, it was not to kill me.
Okay.
So, nothing.
All right.
It's going to chill a little bit, then stop going to the place. But we are alive.
All right. Thank you very much. So for him, life is all that matters. You know how they say it's not the years in your life, it's the life in your years.
Yeah.
He might be alive, but is he alive inside? I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. Hello? No, come on, please turn off your radio. It's a simple instruction, really. Hello? Hello? Okay.
Sam, what would you do?
I don't know. I really don't know. To avoid things like that, I try to eat at places that have.
Now that you've had to eat this one.
No, even those places.
Yeah, now what makes you think that those places?
Restricted to
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, true. But I mean, there are some things that you can do on your own to reduce the chances of some things happening. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, the big guys, the big restaurants and the small ones cannot. But there are certain brands that would not want to mess with their name and reputation.
So
how would you know that?
What if
they've been around for a long time, you don't want to.
No, Sam.
Do you know why they've been around for a long time?
Because they have a good business. They've been around for a long
Sam,
time.
have you heard of the phrase "smooth criminal"?
Yes.
Now, what if those big brands, because they've been around for a long time, what if they are smooth criminal? As they do this thing so perfect.
Yeah. But again, there's a likelihood that they would have been caught. Again, you cannot.
Sam, how would you do the catching?
I just said smooth criminal.
How would you do it?
Sam and Ash, I understand what you're saying. But the thing is, if you go to a known, reputable brand that has been around, and then you take a booker, the risks involved with a booker is way higher than the bigger brand. I'm not saying with the bigger brand you cannot face one or two, but the risks. Because again, the booker is unbranded, the environment, the all of that. But these other guys, they've been around for a long time. They have more to protect. They have more to lose by messing up, you know, what they... So just that reputation is...
When you say they have more to protect, Sam, you know, that rings a bell, like... Because you have more to protect,
See,
you might mean that you begin to, you know, go the extra mile.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anybody cannot.
Yes.
It's just that
You want to convince yourself now
No!
that the places you've been going to eat comfortably,
Ashley,
it's not possible that they've washed
I'm
food inside.
I'm saying that there's caution. There are things that you have to do on your own. You know.
What do you do,
careful.
Sam? What do you do?
As I said,
When they bring you food, say, I covered this food with the blood of Jesus.
you convert. No. I don't know. Again, I really don't know. I don't know. I've never. I really don't know what will happen. I have no idea.
Okay, let's say here it is. It has happened. What will be your reaction?
Just like you, I'll first say it's a lie,
Okay.
and then I would try to think: have I bought that food for my wife? Let me know if it's one member of my family or the both of us. So that one will deliver one. If I bought for her, it don't be
you fight it, people fight it collectively.
we'll just keep living and observing. Of course, I'll do a lot of praying, but you know.
So what would you pray about? Say, Father, I've been going to where they wash boots. I ask you to remove everything.
Actually, you don't want to hear that prayer. You don't go there because if you think I'm going. Earlier today, someone said violent prayer. My neighbors will hear. It will not be funny. All right, Deo Eddie says most of these wash stories are false alarm. Okay. I think the aim of wash boots is to attract more customers. I don't believe it will affect my destiny or any organ in my body. As a matter of fact, where I eat gari and soup every afternoon, I heard the lady's elder sister, who used to run the buka, was seeing a native doctor. Maybe for the purpose of wash boots, I wouldn't know. But that doesn't stop me from going there. Okay, that's one resilient human being. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good afternoon. Where are you calling from, my brother?
I'm calling from Ugwu Road, town.
Thank God he's not from a buka.
I feel it's afternoon there too.
I'm somebody who loves to eat in buka.
Okay.
And I've been eating in buka for many years.
Okay.
So I haven't had sometimes where I used to eat. The story come up like this. But I look at myself, I've over many years I've been eating. I'm still healthy. So I never believe in such thing.
When was the last time you went for checkup?
I always check up, I always go for checkup. Everything is one.
They don't catch you. It's okay. Hold your mind. Don't go for checkup. Now, we don't know if it's connected. We don't know. We are not sure. But that coincidence was too good. That if you be a wife.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey. Oh my goodness. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Shanko, I greet all of you.
Afternoon.
Yes, my name is Nelson.
All right.
I'm enjoying your nice time there. You're having a nice time in the studio there.
Thank you very much.
God bless you all.
Bless you too.
In a case where that you find out that the woman washed boots, after you have consumed several meals,
Yes, sir.
there, I don't think you have anything. There's nothing you can do. Rather, the best thing you can do is to find out if it's true. If it's true, well, the best option is to withdraw.
Okay.
Because you can't, there's nothing you can do to the woman because you don't have any evidence. So, but I still want to have a little advice for some persons. If you are married, it is better if you prefer your wife's food better than going to the buka. It's not as if I don't eat in the buka, but it's just once in a while.
Okay.
So I think there's nothing one can do if you find out that she washed boots. Rather, the best thing to do is to withdraw.
All right.
My name is Nelson. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nelson. I'm certain that, people would obviously prefer their wives cooking, but sometimes it's a question of proximity.
Yeah.
You're just in a particular space.
And the oracle, to think of it, right? Do you know that Sam sometimes has to talk himself out of going there?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
What's happened, Seth? I no go this thing.
Are you serious?
I no go go.
Wait.
I no go go to
Wait. He has those conversations with himself.
Yeah.
No, Sam.
No,
Sam, the thing get as you go.
See, the truth is, there's sometimes I'll be like, I'm tired, I want to eat my own food.
Yeah.
I'll crave for my own food.
Okay.
But so that if, or whenever I go to a new place, like a particular spot at Enugu, if I go Enugu today, I must visit that spot.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean I will need to pay transport. Say, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I'm around this area,
yeah. Even when he has soup in his fridge,
it's okay. Whenever I'm around this area, I'll just go to that particular. Okay, no, Sam, but let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
How about the situation where they will tell you, have you tasted so and so bread?
Yeah. It does
So,
happen.
those kind of situations, don't you think?
For most cities,
There's a bread in this town that
Yes.
maybe they've washed put.
yes. Again, most times we in Nigeria, once something is good and the market they move, we also think that something spiritual.
The
Yes,
queue for
there
that
is a bread
bread
in
sometimes.
Port Harcourt, which we know has dominated Port Harcourt. We all know. When Governor Wike was using us to do off and on for lockdown, every time that the lockdown was eased, the queue for that bread was crazy.
Yeah.
In Enugu, I also know that they have.
You know what happened was even the baker, one other competitive brand employed him, and the crowd moved with him.
Yeah.
Then the first person that employed him said, "Oga, come back, we'll don't pay money. We'll pay you double."
Yeah, so I mean, if somebody does their job well, let's not kid ourselves. This wash put syndrome, customers will follow you, but we also know and we've heard that there are situations where people claim.
Yeah.
Again, I've only seen it in the movies and I've heard. I've never really.
I've been
experienced.
in a position to buy that bread, and someone was like, "Do you know when we stand here, they wait like say this in
That bread is crazy.
and
It is crazy.
people would wait, like do window shopping, just be walking around and looking at
Whenever
stuff.
my
and
wife
wait.
and I are at that supermarket, because you have the opportunity of being there, I don't buy one loaf.
Exactly.
You cannot go all the way and just
Yes,
buy one
yeah.
loaf. You have to load, and then you see other family people. There was a man I saw that had an entire cart filled with that particular, and I just had to ask him, Oga,
How far?
He said, my dear, my family. So it's crazy what that bread is doing to whatever people. And yes, one might say they wash food, but I'm guessing it's just business done well. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
My name is Engineer.
You know what I'm going to do with you?
My brother, come on for that place first. Just leave that area first.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, my name is Engineer Prince Lucifer.
Okay.
Yeah, regarding the matter you're discussing, the wash food stuff.
Yes, sir.
I don't believe in such things though. Let me air my opinion though. When you talk about wash food, somebody wash the booker, your favorite booker. The wash food does not make you perfect in cooking now. Are you not aware of that? Somebody who's perfect in cooking is perfect in cooking. Somebody who's not perfect in cooking doesn't know how to cook. That's the thing. So the wash food, you have your favorite. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, engineer. Hi, guys. Is the Sam in question serious, or is he joking, or is he obsessed about the food? It's all of them, really, at the same time. They don't give Komnomi. Please, you people should take it for deliverance. If such should happen to me, I will take Porsche and pray seriously. Blessing, says from Port Harcourt. That checkup question, man, I will flog the woman in the background. I've never laughed so hard. No kidding, it was perfect. Sam, washing put is not to kill. It is to capture your interest and make you see everything good about their food and make you keep coming back. It's like a woman giving her man love potion to keep loving her. I hardly eat in Booker. The real oracle says. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Hello. We can hardly hear you.
It's okay. When it comes to this washing food of a thing, some people also frame it on others.
Hello. All right, so we lost that call. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. I greet the other guys in the studio.
Good afternoon.
Yes. This thing we are talking about, I know some people might think it's not real. It's real. In as much as it's business, some certain people might, want to live up to expectations, even if they don't know much about it. Okay, I'm calling from Abba. There is one certain place in France. I used to go there and see. You see people, even big men with a car, they will line up. You wash your plate by yourself. This one is not, they will wash the seat. You see, people, they get people, proud, you washing your plate, your flask, you will see. I said, one day I have been, I said, who was the name? Oh, you do that. And you know that he took small. one day, one day everything was in school. So there was a rumor that he normally do something. Me myself, I said it. But, I didn't see any effect on my body. But from that day, even she closed that place. It's real. Why I think it's real. Thank you for the broadcast.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, so I think there are levels to this thing, and that breaks all record. You wash your own plate?
I just feel when someone talk about wash put, you'll be looking at okay, let's say someone that probably isn't good at cooking, and you see the particular crowd, you see the particular area where people gather.
But you can't know that, Sam. Sam, you can't know that.
No, okay, like
if you taste bad cooking, you will know now.
Okay, because
you
when
won't
you
know.
wash put, you might know.
If there's something in it, you won't know.
No. But like Sam pointed out, there were so many reasons why the reason why I would laugh over it from now till next year is because there are so many reasons that so sometimes after it I'll be like, Madam, you use that on about pure water. Because sometimes I will feel like I get more than the value.
Yeah.
So it's at that moment it's not because of the wash put. At that moment I'm actually considering our own economic benefit.
Yeah.
How do you make such quality food with this little amount of money?
It's cheap though, at least with my experience from that, it's really cheap.
Yeah, it is.
So somebody says because it's cheap, that's why I'm addicted.
All right, we're almost out of time. Let's go over to Facebook. Comrade Burning Spear, good luck. That's quite a name. I'll go and drink hot water and look at them. Okay, what will you do? Emeka Stephen, from experience of encountering diabolical caterers, I personally watch my appetite whenever I patronize continuously, lest it turns out I've been jinxed. Belema Robinson simply says, Ewo. And Banigo, for me, I'll just faint first. I don't even want to imagine the whole scenario. Let's quickly take messages on WhatsApp. Sam, someone says that place at Enugu must be Ntachiosa. You can't beat the patronage.
No, not that.
All right, good day, Sam and Ash. The topic is like when you're trying to figure out the trade secret of one of the biggest brands, the drinks. The restaurant owners may not be comfortable with the opinion of some people in this matter. But Sam, if we start considering this, then most may lose customers. Joe. And finally, good afternoon. Please, what's the name of the bread? Come on. Can't you see that we've literally been trying to avoid saying the name?
And we've given you all the clues.
I mean, just ask anybody. The fastest selling bread in Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
It's known. It's known. Just, look out your window and ask a question. You'll get it. Well, gentlemen, thanks for making the time.
Thank you, Sam.
I don't believe that they wash good for us. I think we're so good. I'm going to play the only song that works with our conversation, and hope and the guest will shortly be with you to have conversations that matter. Don't go anywhere.